Hey, what's going on? It's your boy back at you with another video, man. I'm chilling and I want to talk to y'all about something. I want to talk about this Buffalo Bills game yesterday, which the Buffalo Bills won yesterday, 30-21 over the Kansas City Chiefs, and the Kansas City Chiefs got their first loss of the season yesterday, dropping a record of 9-1, and um, and the Bills are 9-2 on the season. And what these Bill Mafia fans have to understand, right? That yesterday's win was cute, but I don't want to sound like a hater, but I really think the Bills need to step their game up in the playoffs against the Chiefs because it's just downright embarrassing, and that nobody talks about this. That every time the Bills play the Chiefs in the playoffs, they go home, and it's just like it's crazy, man. It's crazy that they beat them in the AFC champ. The Chiefs beat the Bills in the AFC championship, and they beat them twice in the AFC divisional. So basically, um, the Kansas City Chiefs is the Buffalo Bills' daddy, and we've just, Josh Allen, he's a regular season hero. That he's great, but in the playoffs he stinks. Just like that game they had against the Cincinnati Bengals in the AFC divisional. Remember when they was playing that in the snow? And they always pump this narrative that Josh Allen is the best quarterback in the NFL, right? But if he's the best quarterback in the NFL, why he falls short in the playoffs every year? Why did in that game against against Cincinnati Bengals, my bad, they only scored 10 points and they were at home and they had home field advantage. I mean, what's the excuse? Give me the excuse. They had home field in that game and they lost. Got their asses kicked. I mean, this is the narrative that they pump. That every year they beat them in the regular season, but then when it matters the most in January, when all the cards are on the table, Josh Allen chokes. The Buffalo Bills choke. They had the Chiefs last year, and what do you know? They figure out a way to lose. They can't beat Kansas City when it matters. They just can't beat the Chiefs. Sean McDermott, when it matters the most, he folds up every time he sees Andy Reid in the playoffs. So that win yesterday doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean nothing. And these Bills fans are acting like they won a Super Bowl. It don't mean nothing. Because if you're going to see these dudes down the road, and if you lose to them for the fourth straight time, you know how embarrassing that is? It's already embarrassing. They kick your ass every time they play you in the playoffs. Why do you think Patrick Mahomes really is not concerned? They still got the best record in the AFC, the best record in the NFL. They only lost one time. And I really don't think, in a money game, I really don't think Josh Allen can beat Patrick Mahomes. Let's say the Buffalo Bills get a number 2 seed and the Kansas City Chiefs um, get home field advantage throughout the AFC playoffs. They would have to come to Arrowhead. They can't beat Kansas City. Yet Josh Allen gets all kind of passes. Josh Allen can choke in playoff games. They don't say anything. But they're hard. They're always hard on Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts been to a Super Bowl. His second year in the NFL, it was the Super Bowl. I mean, I'm trying to figure out the narrative that why does Josh Allen know why he don't get called out for being a playoff choker. We've seen this movie. Yeah, they beat Kansas City. Yeah. But when it matters the most, the Chiefs sends their ass home. And I'm sick and tired of hearing it. I'm sick and tired of hearing about the Buffalo Bills. They need to win when it matters. I ain't gonna be on this long. But I am sick and tired of hearing the excuses. That the media, that the passes that he gets, that the media kisses his ass. Patrick Mahomes has won 3 Super Bowls in what, 5 years? Patrick Mahomes won back-to-back Super Bowls. Patrick Mahomes has stopped this man from getting rings. But no, nobody talks about that. Nobody. They pump Josh Allen. Why are they doing this? I mean, he's an extraordinary player. He's a great player. But when it's time, when the rubber meets the road, he folds every time. They're not beating Kansas City in money game. I don't believe it. I don't believe that Sean McDermott can outcoach Andy Reid in a playoff game. And I think, and the thing you got to understand that Pacheco was out. A lot of their weapons was out. So they're going to get when January come, they're going to get their key offensive guys back. They're going to get their guys back, and this team is in trouble. If the Chiefs get the home field advantage again, they're in trouble, man. They're not beating the Chiefs, and the Chiefs beat them last year. We've seen this movie. I mean, I'm tired of seeing this movie. That I need Josh Allen to step the hell up. I need for him to get the Bills. No, not get the Bills to the Super Bowl. Win a Super Bowl. Because if he gets to a Super Bowl and they lose, it still means nothing. Why Josh Allen can't win them a Super Bowl? And I give some of the young wide receivers they have stepped up. I really didn't think that the Bills would be this good considering losing Stephon Diggs. I'm just saying. James Cook had a great game yesterday. He's getting better every year after year. But long story short, Bills got to finish this. Start what you finish, man. Beat the Chiefs in the playoffs. Because if they don't beat the Chiefs in the playoffs, they're never going to win anything. And I'm going to say this, and this might be crazy. If the Bills flame out again, I think they just should rebuild this roster. Because this team is getting older. Josh Allen ain't getting no younger. Josh Allen is not getting any younger. The time is now. Time ain't waiting on the Buffalo Bills. You ain't going to have too many more chances to win a Super Bowl. They have to figure out a way to beat this team in January. I don't care about this regular season stuff. Because when it matters the most, Sean McDermott can't get them over the hump. That I think that they should look at if he flames out in the playoff again, I think they should think about firing the man. I know that sounds crazy. If he loses to Kansas City again, that would be 4 times Mahomes has sent the Bills home in the playoffs. I'm sorry, like we seen this movie. They always beat them in a regular season, but in the playoffs, what do? They choke every time. It was that divisional game they played? 2 years ago. The game was practically over. And they figured out a way to lose it. And then they threw then Mahomes threw that bomb to Tyreek Hill. Game over. They just can't beat the Chiefs. They had the Chiefs at Orchard Park last year in the playoffs, divisional. And they figure out a way to screw it up. The Bills cannot beat the Chiefs. Watch what I tell you. Playoff time come, they're going home. They flame out, they should blow this roster up. And they should fire Sean McDermott. And I know a lot of these, Sean McDermott fanboys, they don't want the truth. They praise, they give him all this praise. But what has he really done? He's done nothing. They can't beat the Chiefs, man. They can't. And maybe they could down the road. But until they get over the hump of beating the Chiefs, it's going to be a lot of yeah buts. And I'm telling you, we've seen this, Kansas City, in the playoffs, in the regular season, the Bills, they won the battle. But come January, every year, the Chiefs win the war. The Chiefs, they're winning. Patrick Mahomes is winning Lombardi trophies. What has Josh Allen done for the Buffalo Bills? But be a regular season hero. Choke every time. 10 points. Cincinnati Bengals in your backyard, in the snow. And you score 10 points. And then the first thing they're going to say is, well, Damar Hamlin had that heart attack on the field. Don't make excuses. You didn't show up. I'm just saying, I'm tired of hearing about the Buffalo Bills. I'm tired of the media. I'm tired of the NFL pumping Josh Allen like he's this great quarterback. Yeah, he does great things during the regular season. When the playoffs, he sucks. He sucks. They go home every year. So I'm going to need for the Chiefs, I'm going to need for the Bills to step it up in the playoffs. They need to beat the Chiefs. They need to beat the Chiefs in the playoffs. I don't care about yesterday. Tell me what y'all think. I'm out.